So, this news broke earlier today, and I just forgot about talking about it, and there really wasn't much I could say about it, but I was like, fuck it, I am the crossover guy, and this does sound interesting, creative team alone. And that is the announcement that we got a new crossover coming this summer, featuring none other than Harley Quinn meeting the Mistress of the Dark herself, Elvira. So, Harley Quinn meets Elvira is a crossover I would not expect, but at the same time, it makes a lot of sense. Right? Like, yes, Elvira is a living character, and technically they've done crossovers with her before, like, but they weren't really crossovers with Dynamite. Like, it was like Elvira meets Vincent Price, and I'm like, she has, though. That's not really a crossover. She's literally was friends with Vincent, in real life, so I was like, that doesn't count. But here we have what I consider a full-fledged crossover with Harley Quinn, and normally I'd be like, that sounds decent. But then the creative team behind it made me go, okay, that actually sounds good. Which is going to be Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, who actually did Harley Quinn books back in the New 52. They weren't great, but I think they had fun with it. And so, Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner are a solid creative team. I mean, if I remember right, they are husband and wife, so it'd have to be. So, to have them do Harley again is kind of fun. And pairing her up with Elvira does sound pretty fun. We don't know what the story is, but what we can tell is that this will take place during the Amanda Conner, the Palmiotti Conner run when Harley was living in Coney Island. Yeah, that was a thing. Like, in her storyline, it was that she was staying in Coney Island, made friends with all these, with a local circus and freak show, and that was the story. Now, they are going to go back to that, and that sounds cool. That sounds neat. It sounds fun. That's the big thing with this comic, is that this comic is predicated on being fun, and that's really it. Elvira, like, again, it's a real-life person meeting a comic book character, but the Elvira character has met has been in comics before and things like that, and Cassandra Peterson, the actress who plays Elvira, gave her glowing review on this. Also, another thing I should count is that I know a lot of people are saying, like, oh, this is the first time DC and Dynamite have crossed over. That's where you're wrong. DC and Dynamite have done crossovers before. Some of which, I think, technically speaking, the first one was Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, written by Kevin Smith. I could be wrong, but I am 90% sure that it is that Green Hornet meets Batman 66 was the first one. As for other DC Dynamite crossovers, we've had Wonder Woman 77 meets the Bionic Woman. That was another one. We've also had, I know we've had others, but those are the two that come to mind, because yeah, we've had DC and Dynamite crossover before. It's just that DC and Dynamite comics aren't really, like, they aren't exactly, known to work together. Oh yeah, we also had the two Batman Shadow crossovers. I literally forgot. I was like, oh shit, they had the two Batman the Shadow crossovers they did. And I'm sure I'm forgetting others, but those Wonder Woman and Bionic Woman, Green Hornet and Adam West Batman, and Batman the Shadow are a few. So this adds to that echelon. And it is kind of cool to see a character, even though it is Batman adjacent, it is cool to see another DC character get some spotlight. As to what it could be, I don't know. I imagine, like with Elvira, we're probably going to get some spooky characters. Could we see, like, characters like, Scarecrow, maybe some monsters in there? I imagine Poison Ivy will probably make an appearance. But what it looks like is that Harley from the promo image, is that Harley and Elvira are going to be having, like, some kind of prank war. Because we do see that, like, in the promo image, is that Harley and Elvira are, like, throwing gags at each other. So, Elvira's always been, like, a fun character, so I imagine that's going to be the fun, that's going to be, there's going to be a lot of comical elements, and this comic is not going to be taken seriously, let's be real. Am I excited for this? Yes, and I can't wait to read the trade whenever that comes out, but if it's under DC, then, DC helping along, maybe that'll get the lead out of the pants and actually get it out sooner. So, am I curious about a Elvira Harley Quinn crossover? I wouldn't be hyped about it, But when they said Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti were writing the comic, I was like, okay, you have my attention. And maybe this will open the door to like something a little more serious down the road. And it always is good to see someone other than Batman getting the spotlight, even though, yes, it is a more Batman-adjacent character. I do hope maybe we can get, like, DC and Dynamite will talk about doing something else. Like, I don't know. How about, like, would it be so hard to do, like, I don't know. I'm not saying a third Batman Shadow crossover, but it'd be kind of cool if we did, like, if we did Superman and Justice and the Project Superpowers. That'd actually be really cool, like either Superman or the Justice League doing a crossover with Project Superpowers. That would actually be really cool. Or how about a Wonder Woman Red Sonja crossover by Gail Simone? No, really, I'm serious. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. A Gail Simone written Wonder Woman Red Sonja crossover? Tell me that wouldn't print money, right? Like, I just realized, why haven't they done a Wonder Woman Red Sonja book and have it written by Gail Simone? That'd be perfect! Anyway, so yeah, I'm curious about reading this, but you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Elvira Harley Quinn crossover? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.